Welcome back, WeArEuS, and this is a slaughter now in progress. It sucks that I forgot to position Retro properly. He's all the way back here somewhere, and I meant to move him up before we started, but I just started the video on a whim. So we get all of the consequences that follow along with that. Now, this is a fight that didn't need to happen, but I figure why the frick not? The guy was talking smack as I was walking through. Also, I killed these people already, but then G-Force crashed, so I have to do it again. I'm hoping... Oh yeah, that's all dealt with and done. Good. This will be very simple then. Simple, quick, and relatively painless? God, the Axiomites are so freaking useless. Don't get me wrong, the Soul Eaters are just as trash. But the Axiomites are a special kind of garbage. I don't know where to place this to be most useful. He doesn't have the selective effect on it because I don't. It would put it in a spell class, spell level that's out of my current range of use. So instead, ooh, he would really have to move up. Never mind, screw that. I think we can go with this instead. Wow, the range on that is massive. I've got nothing. Oh, right. A thing to note. Ivu's been kidnapped. It happened while I was going around checking all of the other slavers to see if they were selling anything of value. Turns out, the answer was yes for some of them. One of them I killed because he had a mask I might have been able to take, but, well, what can you do with that? I was unfortunately not able to almost screwed myself there. I was unfortunately God, this is obnoxious. I was unfortunately not able to take his mask, so we had to sort of not do anything there. I was never really interested in killing him anyway. Use the flare. It's not him, not you, not you. Those are two more vampires. I don't know. As I said, it happened while I was walking around handling other business. Interesting, that spell cast as swift. Probably because of his shoes. Fine by me. Let's put this one down range and call it a day. Oh, it's Morrow's turn again. That's interesting. Missed due to concealment, which shouldn't be possible because I cast Clarity on Mr. Ed. You see that circle around them? That's a circle called, well, that's from a spell called Clarity, which, including some other effect, is supposed to negate concealment that isn't total. Does this guy look concealed to you? Sorry, maybe I'm expecting too much from a game to obey its own rules. And as you can see, the Watchful Conspirator doesn't have a whole lot of health to be talking out. What? Diana's immune to dominate. Yeah. See, as I have fought these people before, I have the wherewithal to have prepared in earnest. Now, they only ever dominated Regil the first time around, but he was already really low on health, so he didn't have a good time. Ugh. Just so we're clear, the spider swarms, which are supposed to be centipedes, but apparently someone didn't want to do that, and they said they'll never notice because nobody will ever use a swarm. And they were right. No one should ever use a swarm because they're generally bad. The most they can do is be a nuisance. I don't need a nuisance right now. I'm only summoning them because, I mean, why not? I got the ring, I may as well use it. The good thing about those Minotaurs, though, is that they have so much health. About as much as the Treants. Well, the Treants still clearly outranged them in that matter, but it's fine. Thankfully, these people are going to be casting Dominate all day long, and it's not going to matter on any of the people they're going to use it on. Oh, it's so good. Do we have... No, I need to cast... I need the other one. They're all demons, so that's out. Ooh, this is bolstered. You know, my hope with that is that since the spell passes through enemies and hits every one of them along the way, that when it hits one, it'll damage the one next to it, who's also taking damage, and will damage the one who damaged it and the next one nearest it, and create this sort of death loop of damage. I don't expect it to actually result in any kills anytime soon, but can't stop a guy from wishing. Right there. Nice. I mean, it's nowhere near as good as Ember's, since she gets the extra damage on fire spells, and, well, I covered that with the extra damage, so no need to explain further. Regil's turn is about to come up, which means something is going to die. The summoned Treant was blinded by this guy. I want to move Regil up. But every time I've had him use 5-foot movement, he doesn't attack anymore. So we're just going to do this and call it a day. Now, as I said, Ivu was kidnapped, and Early Sunset became aware of that for some reason. So we have to go back to the back to the camp that we haven't actually been to yet, and deal with that. I don't know why the summoned boogeyman is not immune to fear, but it just confirms my bias that summons are trash. Who does he fire on? The guy in the corner here. There's no real need for me to cast anything. Yeah, we're fine. It doesn't... It just doesn't make sense that anything... Granted, this guy is around a corner from Mr. Ed, so maybe it makes a bit of sense, but it's just... It's stupid that... I think the spell is on... Spell is definitely on Darren. But we can't actually get to that right now, so I'm going to try and put that off. Great. We don't have anything that'll put land down until we can get rid of the effect on him. No, it'd be too easy for him to roll out of that or save.
Surrender or else.
Trying to see what mind affecting. I suspect I'm still thinking that I have a spell that I do not in fact have. Needs reflex for that one. No, it'll never work. I guess the only actual option is to put him to sleep. No dice. Well, this is fun. Morrow does get his turn before him, but again, the guy is... But Morrow's completely out of the necessary spell. Ooh, and the Shadow Demon is moving on him. Do I have anything? Don't get me wrong, I'm not afraid to give land, but I prefer to avoid it if I can. I completely forgot I had these other spells. Excuse me? Can you guys please read out this particular effect? Let me help you out with that. Can you please read to me what this says? Right, it removes compulsion. Any idea why he's still dominated? It's almost like, as I said earlier, the game doesn't obey its own freaking rules. This didn't say roll to remove. It did not say there would be any saving throws against it being removed. It just removes the effects. And yet, He's about to get his turn. And anyone he's looking at is going to die.
Before me.
Might be able to get Seela to give this guy.
This is not my time.
Well, good news, everyone. We got land back. Let's see if we can get him out of this corner to do a little bit of harm. I don't actually know what the summoned boogeyman does. For the most part, he just stands around and inflicts fear on allies and enemies alike, from what I've seen. As you can see here. No, that's from Creeping Doom. Nevertheless, I still have no idea what the boogeyman does, but I mean, he's got to be more useful than anything else I could summon from that particular spell. Speaking of spell, I do get the opportunity to show you guys what I was talking about with Circle of Clarity. It says that you can create a magical emanation that interferes with illusions within it, giving creatures a bonus on saving throws to recognize them as illusions. And it also negates concealment, less than total concealment within the area. Fair. It's unfortunate that the area is so pitifully small, but whatever. Anything that's within this area should not have concealment, even from something like blur, right? It doesn't make sense otherwise. It's not useful otherwise. I'll just have Darren do nothing. Look at the Fiend Minotaur go. Who did he? Tried to use that on land again. Dirty bastard. I don't really want to waste any more spell slots on this. We sort of have to, don't we? Guy supposedly has low reflexes, but his actual... Right, because he's a vampire. Well, because he's undead. Which is because he's a vampire. It's really annoying that I even need to cast that spell. There's no point in ever using clarity then. Good to know. I guess Seal is going to be the one to put an end to this. Yes. Oh, oh, oh my God. So, Seal a crit, and then someone else followed up with a crit. That had to have been Regil, because then there's an immediate fortitude save right after that, and I didn't actually have the timer on, so this was a freebie, I guess. Anyway, so Regil attacked immediately after because of the fortitude save here. No idea what this miss is from. Nor do... Who was this crit from? This had to have been from Lan, right? No, from the half-fiend Minotaur. Wow. Wow, that's significant. I really wasn't expecting much out of them. Well, we killed all of these people for no particular reason. Sort of because I could, I guess? Get up, you lazy bum. Now, we need to go back to camp because, frankly, I need to rest. And... oh, right, we need to check for loot. Always check for loot. I know this guy has nothing but some garbage swords, and we can't take anything from the vampires. Good. Wonderful. Absolutely acceptable given how difficult it could be to actually kill them. Now, this fight over here was monstrous. It's not like any of these particular enemies were difficult. I think there were, I don't really remember. It's like 10. There were 4 or 5 archers. There were 2 spellcasters. Well, no, one of the archers was a spellcaster as well. I want a spellcasting archer for this game. Anyway. But the main issue was an arrogant Lucianera aristocrat who was a kineticist class and used fire spells that would do about 140 something damage if they hit you. It's safe to say that we got reamed the first time we went into this fight, but the second time, I mean, we've got just enough elemental resistance spells to see to it that that didn't happen a second time. Now I need to find my way back down, and I came up here for a reason, but there was never really anything of interest. Oh, this is where I was supposed to be going, but Lord knows I can't afford any more distractions right now. As it stands, I almost lost, well, I could have ended up losing a significant amount of save progress. The Shadow Demon exploded because his constitution was completely drained. Good for him. Clap, clap. How did I get up here and how do I get back? I hate this place so much. There we go. Back this way. The frick? I thought that was directed at me, that's all. Just looking around for anyone who might want to try and catch an attitude, and as a result, an arrow. I don't think I've been down here. Better quick save just in case. I still haven't finished exploring this place, and we have that other thing to do. Oh good, there's a portal here. I'll have to remember to make use of that later. Once I've See. Once I've seen what this place has to offer, of course.
A bright future awaits us.
Oh, on a side note, the actors from the guild, or from the that were in the, I don't know how to put it. The 3 actors from the back when we were doing the Crusade were also here. Ooh. I see. Well,
Trees.
may as well fix what I broke. Whoa, hold on. That didn't take. Excuse me? Oh, great. Now we have to do it like this. This is a literal 30-second time limit. Apparently no one was afflicted with anything. Oh, he's 2 levels down. There we go. You might wonder why I'm not standing next to land while I'm casting that. That is because I got Darren some really nice gear that allows him to extend the cast range of any cure spells by... No, I think any healing spells by 1 category. No negative levels, no negative levels. He's at his wisdom drain, but he doesn't work with wisdom anyway. Okay. We only have 1 more AoE spell for healing. Well, channeling spell for healing. And since that trap went off, that means we haven't actually been here before. I have to be honest, it doesn't even actually make sense that they kidnapped Ivu, considering that she is now the size of a small horse. And she's only going to be getting bigger, that's for certain. I cannot rest here. It's the lesson of the day, I guess.
Let us press on.
You would think I would be rushing to get her back, but it's sort of the same deal as it was with Ember. I'm moving them like this because I don't want Sealer to get too far ahead. Because then it'll be really awkward for Rachel to keep up with her. Since we only have the 2 frontliners right now. The stone slab is inscribed with small Sarkorian runes. The plaque reads, "Cursed be the demons that destroyed eyes. Cursed be WeArEuS who opened the way for them. And a curse be upon you, the demon reading my last words." I won't be taking everything. Anyway. God dang it, get back there. Oh, I expect this to turn into something. What is this positioning?
No reason to pause.
At the zenith of our power, we rose higher than all others. We gazed down upon creation and we were untouchable. But the other races united in opposition to our purpose. They attacked from all sides and slaughtered us until none were left. As the day rises and the night falls, we all will move forward to meet our end. I, the memory of the last Reaper King chained inside this memorial, bear witness to this truth. Huh. I guess. There's nothing really going on in here. Guess we could go here. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we are. Oh. Oh, that's no good. So we have to go in through this room that is really, really dark, huh? I think we're going to call some treants. And you, I don't... Oh, she does have more. Good. I'm not having Land summon one because that would be obnoxious. While I'm trying to have him stop doing
Doubt
that.
is the heart's greatest challenge.
Okay, the switch for the trap is right here.
The mongrel did it.
Okay. Now to have everyone else catch up, try to do this perception check again.
We march ahead.
Really? He rolled a goddamn 1.
Our path leads on.
Well, let's quick save and then see what it was we missed. We can't actually progress any further. It's not that hard of a check. Why is everyone failing? Huh. Still nothing of value in here. Unless it's not even locked, please. My God, someone just open it. Wow, this was not worth it at all. Ooh.
I will guide us.
Still nothing? Okay, so there was a portal up here. There we go. Where's everyone? Over here, maybe? Weird. Okay, so where's our freaking... Oh, here it is. Wait. Oh my God, it's taking forever. Hold on. Huh. Okay. I forgot. I didn't even realize I had that. So I guess everyone else is inside the cave? Guess it makes sense. It's literally a one-way. So... That's sort of awkward, but whatever. Okay, who do we have here? Looted already.
I used to think that even in the Hell Knights, the smooth talkers would be the ones to make commander. Not war dogs like you.
My usefulness as a paralictor was self-evident.
Okay, now we need to find Early Sunset, who I think is on the other side of this portal. Nope, he's over here for some reason. Eating Queen Galfrey's butt. Good for him. Morrow, finally, I've had time to think everything over, and I know exactly what we need to do to find what's been lost, though the situation is difficult beyond belief. When you lose something like Lucianir, you rarely find it again. Just get to the point. What can we do to save Ivu? First, we need to find her. Under no circumstances should you conduct inquiries within the city or otherwise draw attention to yourself. So, sort of like killing people at random, lashing out. The kidnappers will know you by sight. No, I will have to conduct this search myself. Of course, I cannot appear in my true form in the Lucianir. It would create Early Sunset chuckles, excessive agitation among the demons. But I am skilled enough at transformation magic to disguise myself as an inhabitant of the Abyss. Get to the point. How are you going to search? In the most simple and elegant manner, I will go to the flesh markets disguised as a powerful demon and declare I want to buy a dragon. Many threads of influence and information converge at the flesh markets. Even if the denizens of that place know nothing about Ivu's disappearance, they will stop at nothing to find out where she is, steal her away from her kidnappers, and deliver her to a waiting buyer. We may not even have to lift a finger. So what should I do? Stay close at hand. In case things go sour, the demons may recognize me or try to trick me or even attack me, so be there and be on full alert. Virelli, who has been listening to the conversation with some excitement, suddenly looks up. Without shifting her gaze from Early Sunset, she quietly sings the tune of Starward Gaze. A very sweet song, child. Thank you, Master Early Sunset. Virelli smiles at him. My heart hurts because of Ivu, and I just wanted to express my concern in some way. Songs are good for this. Virelli waits another moment, glances at you, then falls silent. Well, we may as well find out what else he's doing here. What are you planning to do in the Abyss? I could accompany you and give you advice as I did in Dresden, but I see that the role of mentor and bodyguard has already been taken over by the hand of the Inheritor. It is not a good idea to take two otherworldly creatures, hostile to demons, with you. Even if I were disguised, the chances of attracting unnecessary attention would be doubled. I will stay and watch over the camp. If an emergency arises, I will naturally intervene, but until then, I prefer to conceal my presence in the Abyss. Oh, right. What news do you bring from Galarian? Unfortunately, the news is not good. In your absence, relations between the official and free crusaders have worsened. Most of your allies have been banned from Dresden, They have been forced to rely on their own strength alone to fight demons. Queen Galfrey has moved the headquarters for the entire crusade to Dresden along with part of her court. She has imposed order in the city, or not order as she sees it. Many among the crusaders were saddened by your departure, but others were gladdened by it. They prefer more conservative practice and leaders they can understand. As for the demons, I expect their attacks to intensify, but this has not yet happened. It seems that the attack on the Midnight Fane and the interruption of the supply of crystals dampened their fervor. Demonic activity remains strong near the Threshold Fortress and the maiming of Eye's Rift, but it is always strong there. I did not notice that anything changed with their departure. That is all the news I have. That's probably because I cleaned them up real good before I had left. Unexpectedly. I also bring news of the youngest members of your Free Fellowship. They are training day and night to become true warriors, and they eagerly await your return. They do not believe that the Abyss will devour you. Young people are so full of hope, are they not? Ah, yes, and as a counterpoint to their zeal, not long after your departure, a letter arrived in Dresden from a priestess of Nerosian by the name of Narita, the former tutor of your young crusaders. You may read it and feel the full force of her rebuke. Okay. So, here we have... Can I read it? Yeah, there we go. That'll do. Commander, you almost certainly do not know or remember my name. I was Clena and Debarosh's tutor, the youth whom you so recklessly accepted into the ranks of your Free Crusaders. I am a simple priestess. I start every morning with a prayer, and I'm hoping she'll start this letter by getting to the point sooner rather than later. I pray for the defeat of the forces of chaos and evil. I pray for a new, better world. And I pray for a peaceful future for all the poor orphans who find shelter here in our orphanage. But for many mornings now, I find myself struggling to utter the holy words. I tremble, not knowing if tomorrow a messenger will bring news that my dear warriors have lost their lives somewhere out there in the world wound. People say you are a great hero, Commander, our last hope. Each new report of your deeds sends young heads spinning. Each step you take echoes in thousands of hearts, and that echo is dangerous. I implore you, do not forget the responsibility that has been laid upon you. That is all that I ask. She's referring to, I think it was 3 kids that ran off from the orphanage seeking to join the Crusades. Rather than send them back, I let the Free Crusaders have them, which would hopefully keep them off the front lines but busy and feeling as if they're contributing to the crusade in their own way. Because if I tried to send them back to the orphanage, they, 1, may not have made it, 2, may have just said, screw it, let's go hunt demons on our own. The adults don't believe in us, so let's prove ourselves and get slaughtered. Or 3, I don't know, get kidnapped by cultists. It's a crazy world out there, so I figured they'd probably be safest with the Free Crusaders. I don't know where they are right now, so I don't know if my decision was wise or not, but what can you do? You know anything useful? I got the letter. I know that every being capable of speech is capable of deception. Yeah. Hepsimira, spawn of Baphomet, master of subverting expectations, powerful but also outspoken and narrow-minded, having maintained that reputation. What did you mean when you said Baphomet is a master of subverting expectations? Enemies should be treated with an open mind, and therefore I cannot acknowledge Baphomet's ingenuity. Do you know how his ascent began? He was the favorite plaything of Lamashtu, but conceived a bold plan to steal the scepter of the Prince of Darkness. He failed, was captured, subjected to brutal punishment, and imprisoned in the Ivory Labyrinth. But a thief is a thief, and he found a way to escape. He stole his prison? and took it to the abyss. Interesting. Okay, doke. I'm ready to look for Ivu. Excellent. In that case, I need to get ready. So he farts and becomes a demon. Nice. Well, how do I look? It is obvious that Early Sunset has used some unusual method of disguise or enhanced it with other spells, but it isn't easy to untangle his layers of charms. He is a skillful spellcaster and constantly enshrouded in a cocoon of various magical auras. Did you use some kind... Did you use some kind of unusual spell? Of course. Of course. Of my own design. I have yet to see a demon come close to exposing this disguise. Yes, okay. Now what? About our plan. I will head to the flesh markets immediately and talk to the merchants about buying a dragon. Go there and be prepared for any surprises. And so we are off to recover our beloved dragon and probably kill a lot of people. Oh my god, he travels so slowly. Please hurry up. Better. There it is. It is so annoying for him to move like he's dragging his feet, like he's got nowhere better to be. Oh, I passed the thing. This is the one I need to use. And there is something else I need to take care of by going through that portal over there, but first, we get Ivu back, which means we need to shapeshift. Quick save. And yeah, it's just suitable. Suitable. Okay. Okay, so the guy I was telling you about that I killed earlier is Werlong Black Mask, who's apparently a mask that is possessed by a fighter who lived a long time ago and died, and apparently the goddess of death took pity on him and attached his soul to this mask. The fight is actually disturbingly easy, but because I don't have any of the right mythic classes, I can't actually do anything with the mask. Most important, need to get people mounted up. And there it is. Okay. Have everyone summon a friend. Queen Galfrey can't summon any friends right now because she hasn't been to the pool in the court, which is fine. Sucks, but it's fine. And Mr. Ed can summon as well. I guess here is fine. Weird. Okay, now that we've got all of those taken care of, 1 minute per level. anything else she can do? This. What else? I can't use that. The main problem is in buffing early, I don't know where everyone's going to end up in a particular fight. Who did I cast that on? Oh. So it's debatable how I'm spreading the buffs out. But no, the horse is fine because we don't have Ivu, which saddens me greatly. So I don't need to cast spell resistance on Regil, but I can because, well, it's funny to see. Well, I'd like to see if he's going to have as much as I think he's going to have thanks to his armor. Which, if it works like it should, he's going to have about 40-something spell resistance. I don't think there's actually a need, ever, for that much spell resistance. But who am I to stop a man from achieving his dreams? Also, there's no telling how useful that's going to be in the future. Him having 40-some-odd spell resistance. I can't see it right now, but I'm betting that's going to become useful. What else does he need to cast? None of his level 7 spells are necessary here. I could try casting Rage, but how long does that even last? Oh, Primal Regression. My mistake.
A bright future awaits us.
But he doesn't have magic weapon.
Rules are made to be broken.
Bless gives them good alignment. We need magic, just in case. And we'll give this to Mr. Ed because why not? Because I'm giving him Cat's Grace because he seems to have armor problems. Well, armor class problems. So I used Rainbow Dome in the fight that I told you guys earlier was a really difficult one. It's not very good, but it's interesting. It creates a really limited space. It's smaller than the circle, the gold circle you see here. This one. It's like probably about this big. You'd have to bunch everyone in the party up in it to protect them with it. But it grants absolute immunity at that point in time in that location. And it lasts for a good while. What else? I don't know if it'd actually be useful against Sirocco, though. Seeing as the main issue with that spell isn't the damage, but the knockdown. Regardless, we are fully kitted. At least I think we're buffed and ready to go. I don't know if we're going to be fighting people capable of using domination but they only actually try to use that on specific people. While I'm thinking about it, let's check his won't even show me his goddamn spell resistance because he doesn't have spells. Should be. There it is. So he's only got 23, not 40 something like I was hoping he would. Oh, that sucks. I think it would have been, I think Darren provides 25 spell resistance. So he would have had about 48, almost 50. That would have been nice. But it was a pipe dream. Well, at least I know I don't have to cast it on him, so that's one free use of whatever that spell slot also consumes that I get to keep. Ugh. I keep saying it, but I really do need to empty out the saves. Yeah, I don't actually... What? Casting a sharp look at you, Kristoff hands you a sealed letter. We'll read that in a bit. I admit your appearance here did not surprise me because I recently received this letter. It is addressed to you and I have held it in anticipation of your arrival. How did Hero deliver this to you? Kristoff smiled with amusement. The Pathfinder Society has many agents across many different planes. They, along with a touch of magic, provide us with the most widespread and effective mail delivery service you can imagine. My duty has been done. What is the point of this? Has fixed charity rates preventing corruption. I find this practice very wise. For the prisoners of the Abyss, I don't know what the point of this would be. What about this? 112,000 gold. Probably has to do with the fact that we're level 15. I could get that amount, but I don't really have anywhere for such a character to go. Though I could do something really cool, I don't. I'm okay with everyone I have right now, so see you later. Okay, this one might actually be useful, so let's go ahead and read this. What am I looking at? What? Oh, we've got another problem, don't we, Darren? Great. Last thing I need is for that to happen again. The letter appears in the rough but legible handwriting of a person who doesn't write often. Greetings, Commander. I am sorry to bother you with any requests when you are busy with a difficult and dangerous mission, but my situation is extremely serious. I have found the trail of the Spinner of Nightmares. Her agent in Nerosian fell into our hands and revealed during interrogation that the last known lair of the Spinner was an Illusionera in a block called the 10,000 Delights. Knowing the habits of the Spinner of Nightmares, I'm inclined to believe that she used to live in the heart of a giant brothel. My poor Lori might still languish in this horrible place. I'm begging you to look for her or any traces of the spinner. Let's make sure we do this. Great. Why? I don't understand why demon heads are popping up in our inventory now when Darren is literally with us. Okay, so I want to go sell the stuff I've... Wait. Yeah, I want to go sell the stuff I've got, but I think it's wiser that I leave that for when we're done recording. Since I'm not particularly in any rush to spend that money. Early Sunset's voice drips with lazy contempt as he addresses a tiefling slave whose eyes have been stitched shut. Slave, for Master Sarzakis, I've come from afar, and I will not waste time bowing and scraping. I serve one whose name even the mistress of this city utters with trepidation, and I am in search of a dragon slave. Ideally one with a pleasant disposition. It would be more suitable for its intended purpose. Clutching a whip, the demon floating in the air gurgles something in a strange dialect, and the tiefling speaks in a monotone voice. Crap. Whew. Master Sarzakis expresses his apologies, but he does not conduct business with strangers. His goods are reserved for the most powerful demons of the upper city. The voice of Early Sunset falls to a dull, angry whisper, and you cannot hear what he says. Succeeding on a perception check, you can hear the end of Sir Early Sunset's conversation. It seems he embellished his words with a demonstration of his magical abilities. So, I'm almost ready to consider that a responsive sign of disrespect. The demon holding the whip turns nervously in the air, and the tiefling hastily translates. Master Sarzakis did not mean to show disrespect in any way. Master Sarzakis is sorry, but there are no dragons among his goods at this time. Master Sarzakis can arrange a custom order if you like. If the desired product is... oh, this is Early Sunset. If the desired product is found within the next few days, I will return and pay any price. Souls, gold, it matters not. The one I serve is not constrained by means, but... Bid Master Sarzakis hurry. Lucianera is not the only place you can look for live goods. Ah, and as a gesture of respect in return, I will give you some advice. Strengthen your security. Your current arrangements leave something to be desired. Moving away from the demon with the whip, Early Sunset gives a subtle shake of his head. Just enough for you to notice. Then he moves on. The translucent apparition of a mirrorless demon makes a beckoning gesture with her upper pair of arms. Do you have business with me, handsome? I see in your eyes that you are looking for me. Ramisa Shedskin. I'm looking for a dragon slave, a dragon of a pleasant disposition. I serve a great master, and his wishes are law. An interesting desire, but you should know that I do not undertake simple orders and transactions. I am an artist, not a merchant. Therefore, tell me. The Marilith moves forward. Tell me why the one you serve needs a dragon. You're wasting my time, Shedskin. But so be it. Some people eat only intelligent, good creatures. Some of them value dragon meat most highly of all, especially when consumed over time. Dragons are tenacious creatures and can survive a long time, even as their limbs are cut off one by one. Fascinating. The Marilith's breath quickens. She makes a few gestures with her hands. Hey, silly larva, did you hear what this unusual quest... Hey, Silly larva, did you hear what this unusual customer just requested? Yeah, you're going to eat me, are you? I hope you choke on my little bones. Shut up, larva. Think about the future that awaits you, or rather, that doesn't. As for you, my wonderful client, if this specimen suits you, let's discuss the terms. The Merilith lowers her voice to a whisper. Our stealth is nowhere near hot. This is better. And somehow we failed the freaking perception check? Seriously? I bet you we would have made the stealth check because... random, I guess. You can barely make out a few words of the conversation between early sunset and the Merilith. However, your companion seems satisfied. After he finishes the conversation, he gives you a subtle nod. Your voice of early sunset suddenly rings in your head. Morrow, I have learned everything I need to know. The riddle was far too easy. Iva was kidnapped by Remisa's hunters to be sold. A typical story in Elutionera, and many who come here as guests end up slaves at the flesh markets. Anyway, I know where she's being kept. It's kind of weird. What? I don't understand. How? If she's not being kept here... Oh, I see. I see. Where did I leave off? Anyway, I know where she's being kept. The lair is here in the middle city. And it isn't far. We need to go there. I didn't know Azadas were capable of telepathy. Most Azadas do not have the ability, but what has not been given to you by nature you can gain with the help of magic. What agreement did you reach with Shedskin? We have agreed that I will go there to inspect the merchandise, and she will spell the doors of her secret hideout to let me in. Alright, well, let's go get Ivu. Where is the entrance to this hideout? Well, I don't like this map at all. Every time I see Queen Galfrey's name, I sort of freak out. Like, why is she here? Oh, right. Portal Zakis, that's him. Portal. Can anyone tell me why this man did not specifically tell me where she is in the middle city? I'd rather kill everything in there because I'm not giving them money. I don't see Early Sunset's name among all the riffraff in this area. Oh, neat. Alright. Well, I was going to start speaking, but I have to wait for the game to finish saving. And without further ado, I bring to you Much Ado About Bloodshed. Hold her tight. The mistress said this slave was more dangerous than the other. Is there somebody... What luck? Early Sunset nods contentedly. We will return the escaped property to Shedskin. and either get Ivu in return or demand a significant reduction in the price to buy her back. I would call this plan reasonable if we weren't dealing with demons. They will certainly try to deceive us. However, we're not risking anything by negotiating. Hey, not so fast. How about letting a poor fox escape? The prisoner sniffs the air before shooting you a glance. Brother, in the name of all the tales of your esteemed grandmother, please, tell your friend to let me go. Oh, yes, I like this one. Unfortunately, it's not evil, but what can you do? Look, I'm not going to do business with slavers at all. Let's release this fugitive and free Ivu. By force. I like you. I'm charming minx. What's your plan? If I get out, I'll find you and treat you to something that will delight your senses. Early Sunset frowns but removes the enchantment. Mara has come here from Galarian, from a city called Dresden. Perhaps we should help you escape the abyss. No need. I have things to do here. Someone owes me a lot of money. So goodbye. For now, at least. You sort of walked through a wall there, buddy, but whatever. Ooh, loot. And just think, I didn't even have to kill them myself. I'm sort of sad about that, too. Should I have let her go? I don't really care. Let's see. Oh, I was checking for loot. Oh, wait. Nope, stop there.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
There and then. I mean, you can't blame me for getting prepared. Just in case. Who knows what sort of madness is going to appear here. Hers is over here. Aw, nuts. Morrow, you're finally here. I missed you so much. And you, evil demon, didn't believe me when I said my friends would save me. Oh, that reminds me, she set up an ambush. The familiar projection of Ramisa Shedskin appears next to Ivu's cell. How is it that my handsome buyer turned out to be a fake? He brought the owner of this dragon to my lair. Should I be surprised? The demon lets out a mocking laugh. Did I mention that I treat every act of the slave trade as a performance? This is my plan for this scene. The hero thinks he has foiled the villainess's plans and is about to free her pet. But he is ambushed and is instead forced to compromise his principles. So which will it be? Will you try to fight my guards, or will you pay 100,000 gold coins and walk away humiliated? You steal my dragon from me, and now you're trying to sell it back to me. The demon laughs loudly. You're in the abyss, you foolish creature. The abyss. Do you understand? I understand. You're going to wish you never met me, Shed Skin. Now, just to make sure this ambush isn't actually in... Yeah, there we go. That's fine. We can make do with that. Except I can't actually hit this guy. You know, for reasons. We've got 1 with a bow, 2 with a bow, and a succubus or 2. Plus whatever that is. The only one I'm actually worried about are the succubi. I can't even attack that guy, which is fun. What the actual frick? He had to have, what's that spell? This other guy should have it. What? That's weird. This guy got hit. Whatever. I hesitate to have Sela leave, but we do need someone to intercept the attention of these guys. We also didn't actually get to summon anything either. One less problem to be had. Rather than have him move, we'll just summon one of these. I don't understand. Why does he need to move? This is its summoning range. I don't understand why he has to move to summon one over here. I don't want him to move because, one, he wouldn't be able to cast a spell, and two, I want him near this guy, who is now targetable. I don't really see a point in casting this. I think we should do this, though.
This thing refuses to cooperate.
I could have had him summon. I realize that now. Whoops. Now that this fellow has settled into the fight, I'm gonna work on getting rid of him. Oh, thank goodness.
You've crossed the wrong model.
Just jabbing him in the face. You love it.
Retreat is not an option.
My God. Reginald does not care. Well, I've got no idea what to do. Turn that on. This. Oh. Simple answer is simple. Summon for this as well. He's got low willpower. But I mean, we could just as easily do something like... Hang on, what? Oh, that's why. This. No.
Survive me.
Well, that's not okay. Her armor class is only 35. Why is he missing? Oh, he doesn't have sea invisibility. That seems like a massive oversight to me. Disappearing from sight. Oh yeah, we can just do this. And right, we had her summoned last turn because why not? There's not really much else we need to do here, is there? That's what I'm looking for. Jeez. Nice job trying to beat up that brick wall.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Yeah, I think I'm not going to move anyone towards that. Oh, for a second I was wondering why the Azatas were not at full health. That's because we used the frickin' bolstered fire snake for no good reason. I admit that was a dumb idea. Yeah, I don't get an opportunity to use this all that much, so why not? You know why they call me Shedskin? Because I prefer not to appear in the flesh. All my enemies see is a projection, a shell, and attacking it will not kill me. Enjoy your victory, outsider. Everything will soon change. Are you really going to let this go? We rescued Ivu and she's safe. Shouldn't we make the slavers pay for what they did? Yes, we have to do something. They grabbed me and hurt others. Many, many others. They are bad. What do you want to do? Let's go to that nasty market and free all the slaves. Wait, that's what a little kid would say. Let me say it another way. Ivu takes a deep breath, wrestling with her emotions. We can't defeat the entire abyss and change everything here forever, but if we retreat, the demons will keep doing whatever they want. We need to show everyone, including those poor slaves, that there is a way out, and that these filthy demons can be defeated. I can only add that our dear Shedskin is not as cunning as she thinks. I tracked down the source of her projection. She is currently at the flesh markets. If you go now, you may catch her. If we can find that snake, Rabisa, I'll be ready. Good luck. I'll be nearby in case any powerful forces come to the aid of the slavers. Uh-oh. We're about to start an uprising. Yeah. Seems like something I would do. Oh, better get this place cleaned up. Yoinky yoinky. Yoinky yoinky. She had nothing on her.
Into the fray.
Oh, that was that guy. Only had that. I should probably spend the money I intend to spend then, huh? Or sell the things I intend to sell, because if we're going to start an uprising, that means we're going to be losing all of the vendors. Remisa the slave trader. The flesh markets seethe with activity as the swarms of demons pour into the area. Far behind them you can see the silhouette of Remisa Shedskin. This time she is here in the flesh. Hey, outsider! You didn't think you could just leave, did you? The dragon was a decoy. My main target was you. You are my most anticipated product, my most prized creative effort. And I have already found buyers for you. Honestly, I'd rather die here and now than let demons put a collar on me. Darren shudders slightly, then stubbornly presses his lips into a thin line. This is working out brilliantly. These disgusting creatures have simply decided to throw themselves on our swords. Ooh, I wonder what would happen if I did this. Oh, that would be fascinating. Did I save before I went through? Oh, I don't remember. Let's see. It says I have something to say. You all may have fought angels from heaven or other demons or ancient monsters. Oh, but I want to sell things. Like, there are some really good items here. I'm a little upset about this, actually. But no way on earth was I ever, nor will I ever, choose a lawful option. That entire path can eat a whole, fat, Earth-sized dick. So, I think we're going to go with number 3. It's just so incredibly awkward, but I like it. Yay! Show them who's in charge here. Oh, that is so gross. I love it. I knew I shouldn't have come in person. It's nothing. I can get out of anything, and I'll escape this too. Great. We've got an issue with Camellia now. That's a problem I didn't need. Oh, we have to kill Sarzakis right now. This guy is going to be a huge problem if we don't. Where are my other treants? They should have all been outside this door. I think we're going to have to treat this as serious as possible. Which means running the risk of summoning 2 that are on their side. Oh, that is really bad. That guy is not nice. I should have killed him earlier. These things have to go. They cannot be allowed to continue living in my vicinity.
Endure this!
So we managed to throw fear into one of the guards. Bye-bye. The problem with the masked guy here is that he throws a potion that can knock characters unconscious. And that's what he's planning to do. I can see it in his beady little eyes. So, what I intend to do is make it very hard for anyone to come near. If they have to walk, they're going to suffer. Does everyone have true sight? Good. And he shouldn't be affected by... That's going to be scary. Let's get some allies in here. His horse can't summon anything yet. Oh, I did get him this. I don't remember what it does. Life Deliverer. Oh, this is the one that makes his spells, increases their range category. Hopefully that'll keep that guy distracted while we try to deal with him. He's got 600 HP because he's level 41? 67 damage on Morrow. That guy's got to go. Oh, I also need to kill her. I keep forgetting that she's... Oh, she's not an issue right now. I need to get more allies on the ground because Morrow's health... is low. Oh, good. Good. Stone skin for everyone. Get hard. Can't do anything else, right? Don't know why that wasn't active already. Regil can't fit there.
This one's mine.
Great. 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 Jeez. Why does everyone have haste? That is a lot of spiders. And that is a long stretch of time without anyone being able to take their turns. Ugh. Frankly, it's the only thing I can think to do right now. Do this.
No glory without risk.
Come on.
Just a little more.
Sure would have been nice if I could have had my turns. Right. Are you serious? I'm all the way... Really? Oh, I see. It's because I was caught up in the fricking, There was no time to save afterwards because we were caught up in the conversation. I don't want this to be another 2-hour or more video. So I'm going to end it here and then kill these people. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. That fight was absolute trash. And it's because I didn't leave the guy dead when I had the opportunity. If I had known it was going to turn into this, I'd have just killed them all. Or at least most of them. Like, we got the one guy that we fought in the previous episode, we got him out of the way, incidentally. So, at the very least, we don't have to worry about his unholy aura and the rest of his stun lock BS. But we unfortunately have the masked guy to deal with in that regard. So, yeah. What can you do? Except kill him first. And then the archer, who for some reason focuses on Morrow. Well, whatever happens though, I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back tomorrow with another episode, so however things pan out, you'll find out then. And so with all that said, we will see you next time.
Please